Yeah, so Minecraft anniversary today, I think it's like 14 year, not a major one, but I'm basically just using it as an excuse to show off a bunch of my old Minecraft worlds. This is something I've been meaning to do for a while, to be honest. Some of these I honestly don't even remember. Like, this is obviously Aether Mod. This one's Twilight Forest. These I don't know. Custom map, maybe? This is a dropper map I remember playing with Sacred. This one I don't know. The new worlds are usually nothing of value. Planetary Confinement, that was an interesting map. That was, I think, when resource packs were pretty new, and it was kind of insane the kind of shit they did on that map without it being modded. Some of these look significant. I'm probably going to end up at least looking through most of these, except the ones that are obviously modded. Like series.world, I think that and this one, I think these two are worlds Sacred made on my computer a while ago, I want to say. I do have a backup of this in case I open any worlds that I shouldn't have opened. Oh, the Survival Island one. This was, yeah, this was one of the April Fool's updates, I think. Thaumy and Thaumland, those ones are obviously Thaumcraft modded ones. That one's another Sacred World. I got my old Skyblock. No, this was Skyblock I think I downloaded from a Captain Sparkles series. I don't know why, but... And then you'll see a bunch of versions. This is the custom map that I've been working on, as you can see, since at least 26. This is, I think, the earliest one right here. April 7th of 2016. That was when I first got it, because it was originally on a multiplayer server with some high school friends. So this was the first version, the first iteration of the world that I actually had. I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I have default, I'm going to switch to Eld Pack pretty early on, but I'm going to leave it like this until I get to the point where I think I switched to Eld Pack. StarterLand is my first one. Of course, when I first made a lot of these worlds, you couldn't even name saves yet, if I recall. So some of these names were added sometime after the worlds were originally made. Okay. So you'll immediately notice on the map that the biomes are just completely fucked. I mean, this world was from beta 1.2_02, the first version I ever played of Minecraft. So, like, so much has changed since then. As you can see, tall grass wasn't even in the game yet. The biomes are so horrendously fucked up. Yeah, it does look like this was a snow biome originally, so at least that part seems to be correct, although looks like a lot of it might not be anymore. So items are actually insane. Okay. So this was obviously at some point I figured it out. A decent bit of this was made without the knowledge of the crafting system at all. A lot, like, obviously at later on I figured it out and made chests and stuff, but like a lot of these stone, like this, I almost guarantee I punched through that with my fists. I punched a lot of this out probably with my fists. You can see making cave houses has kind of always been a prerogative of mine, even from the very beginning. What? What is going on here? Is this an acacia? What kind of sap? Acacia sapling? What the where would I have gotten these from? This is so insanely bizarre. 10 seconds late to hush. That's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, so a lot for the double suck ass and the subs will become, yeah, that's fine. Honestly, I like shitty subs. I think they're a lot funnier. Or shitty dubs, I mean. So she's converted wrong? I guess? I can't even imagine how that could have happened. But again, it's from such an old version of the game that it's like, and nothing really surprises me that much. So, like, you know, there's not a whole lot to say. Again, it's the first ever Minecraft world that I made and settled down into. And again, I don't think I built anything. I think I exclusively broke blocks to make this base, which I think is pretty obvious when you look at it, but like at some point I obviously figured out tools and started collecting. Oh, certainly not. None of these trees, well, I think spruce trees were. I think, even that I'm not 100% on. I'm pretty sure they were. I think oak, spruce, and birch were the only ones that would have been in the game, but like the fact that there's these weird saplings and like this jungle tree that's in the shape of another tree, it's very, very odd. So let's see. I made this was a slightly later edition. It's a little, oh, of course. Okay. Just a little dingy ass hut. That I did nothing with, obviously, but you know. There's that. There's a mine. I distinctly remember a mine that I found myself into. I probably won't be able to find it again. Where I must have just been walking in circles or something. I literally like quit the game. I just could not get out. I actually could not escape the mine. This whole tunnel, I'm pretty sure I punched out with my bare fists. This straight line here. And I guess at some point I must have cobbled it up. I might be wrong, but I remember doing... it might not be this one in particular, but I remember doing a lot of punching rock in this first save. Because again, I did not do any sort of crafting for a very long time. For all I know, it might have even been after I made another save that I actually did mining or did any crafting. And I remember somewhere in this cave, I think near the exit, I heard my first, like, scary ambient cave noise, and that really freaked me out. I distinctly remember that. A lot of what I remember about my early time playing Minecraft is just the feelings that it elicited. Like, I mean, I had never played a game like this before. I think a lot of people hadn't. So it was quite moving, this whole experience. This? Oh, just another fucking straight line that I dug for some reason. I guarantee one of these I made without a pickaxe or any tools. I don't know which one, but I guess this was originally going to be a 2x2 tunnel. Probably the other one and not this one if I had to guess, but that's pretty much all. Well, that's actually not true. Hold on. So that's all the main stuff that I did on my first pass. Let me see if I remember where it is. This became a multi-purpose world at some point. Where I wanted to start fucking around with Redstone. Oh god, here's a very nice world gen border. This could be new gen for all I know. I don't know how much I really explored on this save. Very nice, clean chunk borders there, and a really odd configuration too. I'm not even sure how that would have happened. That must have been, it seems a little unusual. Tokyo 1 month, let's go. I don't think I have worlds left. I delete old ones? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still pretty sad that I don't have my first Terraria world. I think the only one I lost was my very first one. It was like the most, oh, here we go. It was like the most building I'd ever done too. Like I actually did a good amount of building on that world. And it was a pretty nice little town I think I had made. I don't know what this is. This is just a... I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, like a compass or something. I think it's just supposed to lead my attention over here. So this is where I was just fucking around with Redstone, just kind of learning how it worked. I basically just recreated... I thought I had signs here at some point. Obviously things are... Yeah, okay. Okay, so some of the signs survived, but I think some of them didn't. So this was mostly me just like, you know, the length of Redstone signal... repeaters, some shit I copied from the wiki that didn't really make any sense to me at the time. These signs don't look right. I've been noticing some of my older worlds, like, the signs just aren't correct. Like, the words on the signs are very clearly not what they would have been originally. There we go. What is this? Oh, interesting. Okay, apparently I've created a 15.2 second delay. That's very good past me. It's just a bunch of random... Why do I have all this random, like, survival gear in here? I guess this was probably before creative mode. So probably, I'm sure I spawned in some of these stuff as items, but, like, this is still probably stuff I had gotten. And obviously, it was still in beta because the pork chops aren't stacked, because they didn't originally at all. Made some stuff here that most of it's probably completely fucking broken now. There's no levers here? This is so weird. How long you been playing this shit? Since whenever beta 1.2_02 was. Let me see. January 21st, 2011. So sometime between then and the following update, which was what? Beta 1.3? Which is in February. So that pretty clearly was like a month time frame that I started playing. And I think it was probably a bit later. It was closer to beta 1.3, because this is, I think, when they added sandstone, which I thought was a pretty big deal. Or is one beta 1.2? Oh, this is when sandstone started generating naturally. That's what it was. And I thought that was really cool, and I think at least one of my worlds takes advantage of that, and I was really... I love sandstone as my, like, one of the first materials I used to build a house, not just, you know, like, dig it up. That actually still works. Horribly rudimentary-ass bridge that I'm sure you can fall through. Yeah, maybe you couldn't at the time, but either way. But this I remember being pretty proud of, because it's... For my standards, this was... Obviously, it's horribly basic, but, like, you know... I had no idea what the fuck to do with redstone, and still don't, to some extent. I don't even know what this is. It's just... There's just a lot. There's a lot of just random shit here. But anyway, that's kind of all there is here. Oh, I bet this points me, and this draws attention to it, and I bet this vaguely points me in the direction of my house. I bet it's like over this way. Yeah, okay. Alright, that makes sense, I guess. It seems unnecessary, because it is within view distance, but I did go the wrong way initially, so... Joke's on me. Okay. So that was my first world.